collectibles. Worth your time. It is a must-have if you call yourself a Telltale Walking Dead fan. I'm looking at you, DomTheBomb. Purchase it. Go get it. Do it. But now that we're wrapping up, we've got the corporate chill out of the way. We're in the... Let's go!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, and I'm back for another Walking Dead video. So, let's discuss that intro really quick. So that was my good friend at Skybound, Woody Tondorf. I've known him since the Walking Dead final season days when the final season was getting finished up. He ended up showing me out on the Lee and Clem Telltale streams. So that was in front of Dave Fenoy and Melissa Hutchison, who were the voice actors of Lee and Clementine. So, you know, that was pretty awesome. And they talked about the statue and some more stuff in that stream. So we're going to discuss the statue, but the main topic of this video is Lee's return. So if you watched my last video where we talked about the first preview of the Clementine Book 1, we got to see our first look at Lee, and we actually got some more new comic pages. I believe there's more than 5, I think 6 maybe, and we're going to show them all in this video, discuss all the statue stuff, and discuss the latest in terms of The Walking Dead. So if you guys want to do me a favor, before we get started, if you all want to drop a like, subscribe if you're new, join about almost 50% of people that are subscribed by hitting that red subscribe button, and try it again. Hit that bell notification, have it set to all. We're almost at 100,000 subscribers who have that bell notification turned all, and that way you have that bell notification turned on. You will not miss any future videos or streams related to Walking Dead or any other games I cover on this channel. So our like goal for this is 1,000, if you guys do enjoy, and we're going to discuss Lee and the future with him and everything else in this video. So, let's get straight into it. So yesterday, IGN tweeted the following. IGN is an exclusive preview of Skybound's upcoming graphic novel, The Walking Dead Clementine Book 1, which reveals the titular heroine's fate after the events of the Telltale games. So, yes, if you guys don't know or not caught up to everything, the comic, which was basically the bare bones of this book 1 of, again, it's a trilogy, so there's 2 other books after this, is meant to be the beginning of this, you know, tale of her, you know, quote unquote new beginnings after the end of the final season. So again, I'm gonna link this video down below in the description, but I already went through 4 of the preview images in my last video, but these are completely new ones. I think we got more this time. So again, card in the top right or link in the description down below if you want to see the first preview images, but these are the newer ones, and we got some more stuff with Lee. So Lee's back. Yes, that's the big thing of this video, is that yes, we finally have a returning character in these comics, because again, in the first comic, I mean, AJ was back technically, but he was gone in the blink of an eye. So, you know, it was unfortunate. We got none of the boarding school kids or any of that. So, you know, that was just very disappointing. But let's go straight into the comic pages. Also, one more thing I want to discuss. So, IGN ended up saying the following. The Walking Dead Clementine Book 1 will release in comic shops and digital storefronts on the 22nd. So, it does appear that this is going to come out a couple days earlier than I had been saying in my previous videos, if this stands out to be true. So if you are going to get it on digital comic storefronts, which I'm probably going to get, or at a comic shop, it's going to be the 22nd. But if you're getting it like in bookstores, the 28th. So June 22nd, mark that date in your calendars. Also mark the 28th just in case. We'll play it by ear when we get closer, of course. So our first preview page, the newest preview page, is the beginning of the book. So chapter 1, so this is a graphic novel, remember, unlike the comic before, this is going to be split into chapters. So this is the beginning, right after the end of the comic, when Clementine leaves the school, leaves AJ and all that, and goes out into the woods to go to wherever she's going to go, because she's not feeling right, or whatever the heck Tilly's trying to, you know, explain. We'll hopefully get an answer to that in this book, but good to know that this will be split into chapters. So, you know, I don't know how many chapters there'll be. 256 pages. We can maybe assume 10 to 12, I would think, maybe, depending. We'll see, of course. But, you know, good luck at Clementine in her crutches. So we also, here it is, Lee's return. So in the last video, we got a little image with Lee, Clementine having a dream about Lee throwing her to a walker horde. Might be the page before that, but, Clementine, Lee says Clementine, and then he says, get back, and then he says Clem, and it looks like he's trying to protect her from walkers, so maybe in the next page it does preview that, but that's our look at Lee. It's really cool to see him back. I hope to God they don't ruin his character in this, and hell, I want someone with Kenny or some other character important to Clementine, like maybe Krista, Javier, I don't know, just throw somebody else out there, but it's so nice to see Lee back, and even if it is in comic form, I still, God, I want another flashback at the end of the final season, but, it is really nice to see him, and it does appear maybe this is like, somewhere around season 1 events, Savannah, maybe, I don't know exactly where this is set, but it's just her dream. The next page showcases Clem looking at a walker, and she begins a long walk. It looks like she's just roaming around all over the place. You could tell on, some of the later pictures down below, seems to be very exhausted. She says, ow. And someone says, it's not. Now, you do see, I don't know who exactly is going to be talking here. That's probably, famous Amos, potentially, or some other character, but I think that's likely to be him. And, you see, it seems like she's walking here by herself, so that's weird. What, does she meet up with somebody? Or exactly, I don't know. But you see she's walking past, she sees smoke in the distance, so I think that's maybe where she meets Amos, or she met somebody there, just to see where she's going. So, on to the next page. So on our next page, Clementine appears to be going to a abandoned cabin, barn, whatever you want to call it, and this is where she's staying out, looks like, as she, goes on her journey. Opens the door. So it's very reminiscent, this, little barn is a little reminiscent of, the final season, some other stuff. And, Creek opens it up. She looks around. She sits down, and she says at the end there, this would be so much easier if I still had that car. And she does not have that car anymore, so on to the next page. Then she says, how am I supposed to get anywhere at this pace? Every step hurts. And you could see she's going through the Appalachian Mountains. Remember, I think she's supposed to be going to Vermont, exactly, based on, I read the plot premise. So I don't understand why she's doing this or what's the incentive, but let's keep going with it. And then she ends up falling asleep, and I believe this probably leads into the Lee dreams that pop up after. So, you could see there's a little flow with these pages that are being previewed, but, not much we can take out of them. In this next page, it appears maybe Clementine wakes up, and she says, screw this, and she ends up leaving. And as we look lower down below, she sees a walker that goes grrr, and so this probably leads into her starting to go further off, on her journey. Now this next page is going to be very, very interesting. I'm going to tell you that. This is probably other than the Lee stuff, this is probably the most interesting stuff you're going to see. So this is the final preview page we have, and you see Clementine is hiding. This is the continuation of that one page where she said, ow, and she was hiding, I don't know, supposedly there was someone else there, or she was imagining someone talking to her, but you hear a little blob on the right that says, it is, and then someone says, it's really not. What do you know? She's older, and we see 3, looks like, teenage girls, women, I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell from this view, but Clementine's hiding from them, and, she starts trying to get away, and she says, oh shit, and then, she's trying to get up with, obviously her crutches and stuff. And, oh my god, there's 3 Amish women. One of the major antagonists in this book is going to be Amish women. I've never thought I'd see the day when I'd be covering this stuff, that we would have Amish villains. What? I mean, maybe they're not villains, but you get the whole point that they're, they got guns. They're not looking to be friends, or at least they're on their guard at least. Maybe they think it's a walker, but I don't know. This is maybe where we're gonna meet Amos and who the heck knows? But the one girl says, "Did you hear that?" And the one other girl says, "Who's there?" And the other one says, "Over there by the rocks." But gun-wielding Amish people. What the heck is going on here? This, maybe this will be much better than the comic book. I got some intrigue with it. I mean, it is out of the blue, but hell, I'm interested. I want to see where they go with this. Tilly, we'll see. All right. So those were the 7 new preview pages for the Clementine Book 1, which is coming out next June. So, before we end the video, I wanted to discuss the Lee and Clementine statue. So, if you guys remember, that was delayed to fall of next year. We did get an announcement on the prices and some other information which we're going to discuss right now. So, let's get into that really quick before we end the video. So, the price of the Lee and Clementine statue goes at $300. So, you are going to be able to get this, even if you didn't get the Definitive Edition Guardian Edition. So, you will still be able to get the Lee and Clementine statue. The only problem is, it's a hefty $300, which is a lot. Now, I have done a little research. All of its 2 statues usually go around this price, but still, $300 for a statue that's been delayed for 2 years? Come on, Skybound. We're better than that. But, my boy Woody, at the beginning of the video, called me out and said, hey, Dom, you gotta buy another statue. I'm getting my free statue. I don't know if I'm gonna buy another one, but I might just be content with the one statue I get. But yeah, $300. Link will be down in the description of the pre-order if you want to go pre-order it or be able to get it. If you can't get it, I can understand. $300 is $300. That's not cheap. So, as for that, y'all, that's gonna do it for the video. If you guys did enjoy this video, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe and turn on all post notifications so you don't miss any future Walking Dead videos. So I want to thank y'all so much for watching. The end of 2021 is coming up. We are almost getting ready to 2022 and some more new Walking Dead stuff. So I hope y'all are ready. We're going to start covering more. Like I said in my last couple of videos, we're going to have some more Walking Dead videos in the coming weeks and months. So thank you guys so much for watching. And let me know down below in the comments what you think of Lee, his return, and all these other pages that you saw and the statue news. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch y'all later. Peace.